For Wednesday, June 6, 2018, this is the 7th update with all the gaming news that's fit to rip.
Hello, I'm the 7th level, and it's time to do some freaking news! Atari VCS launched its successful Kickstarter campaign, raising over $2.4 million from over 8,800 backers in just 24 hours. This left several in the community scratching their heads as to why anyone would pay $250 to $300 for a system that has little to no exclusive games announced for it. But I know why. Fan of hands. Microsoft's head honcho Matt Booty, yes, I'm serious, was recently interviewed by MCV, wherein he stated that it is, and I quote, really difficult for anybody to think about making a large-scale AAA game these days without having in mind a content and service plan that goes on for 2 years into the future right out of the gate. Boy, that Microsoft, so in touch with what gamers really want. Nintendo stock dropped 10.3% in 2 days, their biggest loss since December 2016. Nintendo stockholders see this as possibly being caused by a fear of no additional surprises from Nintendo at E3 after the Pokemon for Switch reveal. But I know what really caused it. A cardboard shortage. Rumors abound that Microsoft is looking to buy Playground Games, the developer behind the Forza Horizon series. Well, sorry Xbox fans, you had one good series left. Valhalla Studios, a development house made up of former Ninja Gaiden developers, has released a free-to-play first-person shooter with base building features called Rockshot. It made its debut on Steam Early Access this week. Considering the studio's previous effort was the Devil's Turd, I'm sure that this new free-to-play Fortnite clone will be just fantastic. Sea of Thieves patch 1.1.1 released, which increases the player's chance of finding valuables. Still no word on when they'll release a patch that increases the chance of finding fun. Because, you know, that's kind of important for a video game. Agony released on consoles this week to almost unanimous scorn. Agony is a survival horror title where you're trapped in hell, you have little control and what you do have sucks, you spend most of your time wandering around aimlessly in the dark, and you're punished over and over without even knowing what you did wrong. In other words, they should have named the game Marriage. Kingdom Hearts 3 is rumored to be on shelves sometime between October and December 2018, which leaves Satan 3 whole months to stock up on his winter wardrobe. Dark Souls Remastered was released to high praise, solid review scores, and surprisingly robust sales for a remastered title. But Japanese games are a niche market, right, crap gamer? A website domain for Devil May Cry 5 was registered this week by Capcom. Let's see. No mention of Ninja Theory, we're safe. Lords of the Fallen 2 was announced and is being developed by Defiant Studio, a new studio formed by David, can't pronounce his last name, former head of Avalanche Studios, the makers of the Just Cause series. While some speculate this will take the series away from its Dark Souls clone origins and more towards a new God of War clone direction, one thing is certain, it's gonna suck, but in a totally new, derivative way. My head hurts. Quantic Dreams announced that Detroit Become Human has become their most financially and critically successful launch ever, proving that there is no aspect of gaming that the Black Baron won't strive to be wrong about. God of War remained the #1 selling game for the month of May. In response, Microsoft has announced that they'll be heavily investing in large quantities of sand so their employees will have enough for everyone to stick their heads in it. Capcom has again extended the trademark for Deep Down, the Dark Souls' PS4 launch title that never was, fueling speculation that the game may still be in development. But honestly, after all this time, I seriously doubt that we're ever going to see... never mind. A Fallout New Vegas fan-made prequel called Fallout New California is scheduled for release this October, which will likely coincide with Bethesda's new release, Fallout Boston Legal. Diddy Crane. Take-Two announced a collector's edition for Red Dead Redemption 2 that comes with a book, some cards, a map, no statuette, a little pendant or something, and no game for $100. Well, you know, it's true that I predicted an all-digital future for gaming over a decade ago, and now here it is. I now present to you a company that has made the entire game optional DLC. Online shooter Evolve's dedicated servers will be shutting down on September 3rd of this year. But hey, games as a service, it's what we all really want. Right, Phil Spencer? Phil, please, come to your senses. Don't make me have to make this a weekly joke. In other Xbox news, an announce date has been revealed for the announce date of We Happy Few. And that about says it all, really. Oh yeah, Nintendo announced Pokemon Go for the Nintendo Switch. It's a combination of a remake of Pokemon Yellow and mobile flash-in-the-pan Pokemon Go, proving that Nintendo remains focused on providing new, fun, and innovative ways to get your kids run over in traffic. EA teased the release of Anthem with new gameplay and announced a new trailer will be released on June 9th. EA teasing me with Anthem is kind of like you gargling Tabasco sauce before sucking my dick. In either case, the end result is something I'm not especially looking forward to. Insomniac teased a new VR game they have in development, mentioning their recent history, which led some to speculate that this would be a Spider-Man VR mode for their upcoming Spider-Man PS4 exclusive. So they've gone from making a game that made me want to puke to literally making me puke. That's great. Super. Wonderful. Bethesda teased a new Fallout game entitled Fallout 76. While little is currently known about the title, rumors abound that it will be an online-only survival title similar to Conan Exiles, but in the Fallout universe. Other more recent rumors insist that Fallout 76 is just the working title, and upon release, the game will be called Shit 7th Will Never Play. And finally, it's time
for Tales from the Crumb Side.
Perpetual curtain-jerking jobber Black Baron has gotten a little bit too comfortable in his britches again and is starting to do the same fail troll bullshit that he was doing years ago when I had to smack his ass down. Listen, kind sir, your trolling is obvious, just like your hairstyle. Stick to what you know best, doing the job for people with real talent. I mean, honestly, Barrett, how are those N-Dub Nation t-shirts selling lately? This is 2018, not 2009. The console wars are passé. I, for one, am enjoying my retirement from the YouTube console wars. Don't make me have to pull a Ric Flair, cause you know good and damn well I am the oldest ride in the park. But I'll have to prove that I still got the longest line. And that's all the news that was fit to rib. As always, I am the 7th level. With me was my loyal cameraman, 8th. And we have got to work on your interpersonal skills. As you know, I will be back next week, and I do want to announce that hopefully next week will be the return of Retro Wednesdays with 7. I got a working controller. In the meantime, do what you do. It's down in the description. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell to make sure that you're actually getting my content. And until next time, show me your red, son!
The preceding batshit insanity was brought to you in part by donations from my supporters on Patreon. Go ahead, toss me $1 a month. What's the worst that could happen?